Hey guys, Sewell here, and today we're going to be talking about the iPhone 7. I'm not going to go full details on my particular review on this phone. I'm just going to talk about how the iPhone 7 works on AT&T's prepaid service. We talked about the iPhone 5S a few years ago. We talked about the iPhone 6, and now we're talking about the 7. Just to give you a quick review, I'm just going to give you a quick summary before we go into the more in-depth details. I took the SIM card out of my old phone. I put it into my new phone without making any phone calls to AT&T, without doing any additional activation, and the phone just worked. It was just that simple. I did my purchase at Best Buy, and the Best Buy rep took out my old SIM card. He put it in himself. He turned the phone on straight out the box, and within about 30 seconds, I was getting voicemail from my previous phone. So that's basically how seamless the integration is from 6 or 5S, whatever phone you had before with AT&T prepaid service. Once you have that, I believe it's Nano SIM, the really small SIM card that goes into the iPhone. Once you have that SIM card, you put it into the phone, it pretty much just starts working. Now, mind you, the phone that I got was a second line added to another account, and so it was supposed to have a traditional postpaid service on it. But what we did is we took out the postpaid service SIM card. We didn't even activate the phone using iTunes or any of the AT&T processes. We just popped out the card, put my card in, and it started working. Visual voicemail works, so I can actually see who's called me. I can actually scrub through the calls. You guys know what that is. Why I primarily chose AT&T. Actually, I'm gonna leave that information for the end. Visual voicemail works. iMessage works. The speeds I get are phenomenal. I believe I've been getting at least 20 megabits per second. That's download, and about 10 megabits upload. So it's pretty good. But of course, that depends on where you are, because AT&T has good coverage. I've never had any drop calls like that, or any phone call quality issues. But of course, some places you may get 4G service. Other places you may get LTE. Most times when I look down on my phone, I see LTE at the top. So it's not really an issue of AT&T has spotty service. They're pretty close to Verizon as far as I'm concerned, and the service is good. So everything works as it should. I said iMessage. I mentioned the visual voicemail. I can make phone calls and browse on this at the same time. Now, Verizon doesn't do that, and they said it's because of a certain band of the frequency that they're using with their phones. AT&T does it, so I can confirm it works both on the prepaid service as well as the postpaid service. You can make a phone call, go on your phone, browse for like information. If you need to look up something while you're on the phone with someone, you can do that at the same time. So overall, everything works. I haven't had any strange behavior because I'm using prepaid service. So would I recommend this? For $60 a month, you get 6 gigs of data. High-speed data. After that, they drop your speed tremendously down to like 128 kilobits a second. That's probably fast enough to just check, just a text, email, or just to send you can still send iMessage. You can send pictures. It takes a bit longer when they drop you down to 128K. But your phone still has internet. It's just really slow. So for $60 a month, 6 gigs of data, no contract. No, well, sometimes there's taxes. There's more taxes depending on where you live. If you decide to pay in advance, where they bill you every month automatically, then they take $5 off your plan. So I'm paying about $57 at the end of the month, every month. 6 gigs of data, unlimited talk and text, obviously. And then the last feature I was going to mention before, the main reason I'm with AT&T, because Cricket is good. They give you some great plans starting at $30 a month for 1 gig. I believe $45 a month for 2.5 gigs, and then the speeds go up from there. Their packages go up from there. Straight Talk is pretty good. $45 a month. You get Straight Talk gives you 5 gigs a month of high-speed data, and then it drops down to 2G, just like AT&T. And then you also have Boost Mobile, which I'm not too sure about their call quality or their reliability in terms of signal. But I've heard good things about them. I personally just haven't gone to Boost Mobile for whatever reason. But the main reason I'm with AT&T prepaid service is because they have Wi-Fi or personal hotspot, where if I need to use my computer, there's no internet at a specific time, I need to use my computer to browse something, to send a file to a client, I turn hotspot on, I connect to it through my computer. I'm able to now use that bandwidth, which is probably 30 megabits down and 10 megabits up, to either send or receive something in a pinch. I can use 2, 3 gigs, as much gigs as I want to use out of my 6 gigs, of course. But it's just something that I have available for just no additional cost. And I think that's great. That's one of the reasons I stick with At&t prepaid service for the past, I believe it's 2 years, 3 years. 2013 is when I first got it. So I recommend At&t Gophone on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, and any other phone for that matter, whether it be the Edge, the Samsung Edge, the Samsung Galaxy S7, whatever phone it is, Nexus, any of the other phones that's out there that can take the service. I recommend to use At&t Go Service, primarily for the hotspot for me, the 6 gigs of data they give you, and the fact that there is no difference for me in terms of quality between the postpaid and the prepaid. So this is Carlin here from Sewell Classes, where we're actually changing this channel not just from doing reviews, but I want to actually teach a bit of photography, a bit of video, and I want to teach technology and how you can use technology to save money, of course, and also to make a difference in the world that we live in today. Till next time, guys, peace.